being a master builder. He's a six-figure ring earner and gold legacy member. He's the first, also the first shareholder in Washington, D.C. We're talking about the man known to this family and village as the man of courageous conversations, none other than Uncle Jack.
Thank you for that, Troy. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir. The ball is yours, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for that wonderful introduction. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Turned Up Thursday. We got a great show for y'all. Send out those last-minute texts, like Troy said. Send out those last-minute texts. And as you know, we are in the tip drill version of Pass the Ball. So you got to come off of mute. I got 3 questions for y'all this morning.
And what are they?
Team. How y'all feel?
Fired
up. Woo! And what's up? And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet.
All right. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we are fast approaching the holiday seasons. So, just a quick reminder, you can remind your network, your friends and families that getting a policy would make a great holiday gift. So I'm just putting that back out there. You see what I'm saying? Also, since we don't have any hands up, I think Dr. Mark is trying to level the playing field. Him and Monique, they ain't putting their hands up right now, and y'all got the flow. The flow is yours, but if nobody's gonna raise their hand, I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna pass it to. Now I'm gonna do a no look this morning, so I'm gonna pass it to a young lady who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. She goes by the name of the Money Model. So I want to see what she got going on, because I know her and her team are really making some moves, and I want to see what's going on with your money-making activities. None other than Love to Live Notch. What you got for us?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Uncle Jock, and I appreciate you and your mentorship and leadership. So what I got going on is I had a gentleman reach out to me on Facebook, and he said he was interested in life insurance. So we scheduled a green sheet appointment, and come to find out, so I did the appointment with both he and his wife, and he's in his late 50s. He and his wife just been married about 5 years, and neither one of them have any life insurance at all. And in doing the green sheet, I found out that they have disposable income. So I'm really excited to be able to make sure that they're properly protected. They're looking to do some investments, and they actually don't have a budget. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go. Let's see what we can do to get you fully protected and covered and secure their retirement. So I'm really excited about that. And I've been doing, been doing some onboarding and making sure my team has what they need so they can grow. We have our team meeting today. So I'm just happy that I'm able to be there for my team. And I'm going to be, in the Medicare. So I have a few elderly people in my Warren market that I'm, tapping into them and talking to them and making sure that they have the right Medicare they need. So I'm going to be plugging them into my Medicare back office. And I'm just excited and looking forward to what's next.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you for sharing. And one thing that I know about as far as your deal, I know you were, so let me paint the picture for y'all real quick. So Naja she was trying to come up with a play for this guy. So I went on his page and he looked like an influencer, but I couldn't really put my finger on what he was influencing. You know what I'm saying? So I was scrolling and scrolling. I was like, man, he looks like he might be able to do like an IUL. So let the green sheet just kind of steer the process. And so when Naja went into the green sheet appointment, basically, this dude got some cash. He and his wife got some money. They ain't got no limits on nothing. So there may be like IUL, annuity situations there. So great job, Naj. And who are you passing that ball to?
Oh, and I just want to add one more thing. The reason he contacted me is because he had been seeing all of my Facebook posts and what I've been doing on social media and saw all the services that I offer. And so he had been watching for a while. So everybody just know that your posts do not go unnoticed. Keep posting consistently every day if you can. It does work. He is not the first person that has contacted me from Facebook from seeing the information that I'm putting out there. Okay.
And that's very important, guys. You can't be the secret squirrel. You know what I mean? You can't be a secret squirrel. You got to be consistent. Put your stuff out there. You know, when you look at these big name brands, they constantly, because they're able to, they got the machine and the money, but they're constantly in your face. When y'all see people on social media that you end up attracting to, it's usually because they're in your face. But if they wasn't in your face, you wouldn't even know that they existed. How many of y'all have followed people on social media before? Whether they're exercise people, whether they're comedians, whether they're cooking food. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They put themselves in your face for you to be able to connect with them. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You got to be able to be connectable and easy to find. So with that being said, who you passing that ball to, Nadia?
Okay, well, I don't see any hands up, so I'm going to roll the dice. Okay, I'm going to pass the ball to this beautiful young lady. She's a daily poster, and she's always putting information out there, looking to help families. And she has some wonderful things and a lot of success going on in her business. Miss Tiffany Tyler, can you come on and tell us what you got going on? Tiffany, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't have my glasses on, y'all. That was not Tiffany I was looking at.
I was like, I can see that.
Okay, let me try again. Second try.
Take it out.
This lovely lady, she has a lot going on, and I know she cares about the families that she's looking to protect. And she always has some great nuggets to drop for us. So, Miss LaShonda, are you available to come off mute, please?
That's funny. I was just about to come off, raise my hand. Thank you, Money Model, Naja.
Okay.
Thank you for the pass. I appreciate it. Good morning, y'all. So, my activity, I don't know if it's an activity or what we're gonna call it, but I was promoted to SFA yesterday. I'm gonna let y'all come off of mute and congratulate me.
Congratulations. Congrats, Leo.
Yes.
Choo-choo.
Okay, thank y'all. So what I wanted to say though was sometimes you gotta stay in the car. Sometimes you gotta get one of those cars. I don't know if y'all have been on one of those things where you see them cars that are boats. That's what I had to do this last month was I had to put the boat in the water, the car in the water, and put some well, I don't even know what you put on it for it to go in the water, but that's what I've been doing. I've been with 𝗖cie for several months now, and the fact that it took me this long to get to SFA was not my original plan. However, I just want to encourage y'all who are on the calls, who've been in life insurance for a minute or been with 𝗖cie for a minute, and your numbers are not moving the way you want them to move. Please ask yourself, am I doing the activities? Am I following the plays? Am I doing what they're suggesting? I had a conversation with Dr. Mary about a month ago. And at the end of the conversation, I was asking her about organization, about processes. And she said, well, I want us to follow back up so I can see how you're doing. And I told her, you'll see in the back office. Like, ain't no need in us re-meeting for you to see if I'm implementing what you just told me. I'm gonna do it. It's done. And those numbers, those changes will show in the back office for not just myself. My team is on fire, so I'm excited. So thank y'all. I always forget about the time limits, but thank y'all so much for your support. This is really just a prelude of what is to come. So I'm super excited. Thank y'all for your support.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, come off of mute, because that is a big feat, getting promoted. And see, here's the great thing. We promote ourselves.
Congrats.
You know what I mean? We promote
Congratulations.
ourselves. So
Congratulations.
Oh, sacred plug. Oh, sorry.
And something that LaShonda said that kind of echoes of what's been echoing, you know, we got something that a whole bunch of people don't have. We got coaches that have a playbook, that have a team to give the plays to. Now we just need the team to run the plays. Y'all feel me? So with that being said, who you passing that ball to, LaShonda?
I am passing the ball to a gentleman who continues to lift us up, give us wisdom, inspire us with his words and his voice, index voice of inspiration, Mr. Troy Gandy, passing the ball to you.
Thank you, LaShonda. And well, I just want to say you ain't in the boat by yourself. That's for sure. In the car by yourself, running on the water. So, because unlike you, it was just the opposite for me. I jumped in, and once I got engaged, got promoted very quickly and had a nice little team, and everything was going. But you know, some come and some go, because everybody ain't gonna have that same stick to itiveness like each of us do. And then when life happens and distractions get in the way, you know, so I ran into that spot, and then you get caught up on you know, the people that you have, and expecting so much out of them and trying to get them to the next level, and wanting more for them than they want for themselves. So, you know, things kind of slowed down, kind of like the car kind of stalled or was having had air in the line or something like that, you know, so it starts sputtering and doing all kind of stuff like that, and it kind of drifted to the side there. But after I put a little fuel treatment in it, now that I'm removing some of those distractions and stuff, I call it putting fuel treatment in there, you know, I'm ready to get back in it. So you're going to actually see me get back to what actually ignited the business for me in the first place. So I'm going to exercise that 3-foot rule. And last night at Bible study, I was following up with some of the folks that I had touched on before, because they say the money's in the follow-up. And I got an appointment later this week. So they starting to, you know, we're going to engage them that way. So we're going to do everything that it takes, all the money-making activities that need to happen to keep this thing rolling. So I look to be moving to SM real soon, and we're going to try to make it happen before the end of the year. So that's what we're doing.
Take trial of that conversation, Troy. Take trial of that conversation.
Yeah. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
That's right.
We're going to get there now, because there ain't no way in the world somebody going to run a race and too many people going to constantly win that race and get to next levels before I do. That's for sure. The competitive nature is coming back.
There you go.
I can't stand it.
Well, who you passing that ball to, Mr. Troy?
I get the I have the pleasure of passing the ball to none other than this superstar, anointed, phenomenal woman that just happens to be right next to the what they call it, the team captain. So I know she has the plays. I know she knows what to do. She's been giving all the tips. So we're gonna give it to her right now. And she is none other than Miss Monique Pinckney, MBA, your insurance and tax pro.
Thank you so much, Troy Gandy. I see you. Keep doing what you're doing, and it will appear. I just wanted to share because I thought about what LaShonda said, and then I think the money model. Follow up, follow up, follow up. You know, we go out and we do the work, and then you have people, you know, sitting on your desk. And so today, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be following up with some green sheets that we did a couple of weeks ago, following up with some people that I know need some stuff, and then just trying to push that stuff through today. So that's going to be my game plan today. We've been doing a lot of adding team members and reaching out to people and trying to grow the team. And now we have to be, somebody said, bilingual. So now we got to get some applications in. And so that's what I'm looking forward to doing today. The team is excited. We got some team members on here that's doing some great things, but we got to keep moving. And so that's my plan today, to follow up, follow up, follow up. So let's go, team.
All right, all right, all right. Well, thank you for sharing, Monique Pinckney. And who are you passing that ball to?
Oh, just in time. My sister, the Rio Leo. I know she's going to come with some great nuggets. She's true to herself and she's real. And I love to hear what she has to say. Come on, Tawana.
Thank you, Monique Pinckney, MBA, your insurance and tax pro. I got a challenge to put out to everybody. Every time we hear the word trying or try, there has to be some kind of consequence. Like you got to drop a quarter in the bucket or something, because I heard you say the same thing. We got to correct that. It just puts chills in me when I hear that, because you said the same thing. Monique Pinckney, of all people, said trying. Like, you ain't trying, you doing, girl. Stop.
I don't even remember saying it. Thank you for that.
I caught you. And it's one of those things that pierce in my ears when I hear that. When I hear it. And when I hear myself getting ready to say it,
you stop yourself.
I do. I shock myself. You know, yeah. So I don't know if you all saw it, but I did put up an avatar of Minnie T that was talking. I got really excited about it. I had signed up for another AI after you all were talking about it on Monday. And this one was pretty cool. It got me excited about other ways that I can enhance my brand. So I'm really excited about that. I put that up. So I had conversations with a couple of people that I've been like fighting to sit down with me and work on some policies. So they finally broke down, and we're going to do something with them. And I have a funeral to attend. Well, I'm just going to the wake. And then when I hit the hairdresser, I have my Medicare flyers, and I'm going to ask them, can I leave them in their booths and whatever. And hopefully, maybe talking to them about being a partner, but they stubborn. But needless to say, I will talk about it and see what happens with it. So that's my story.
So, Tawana, wait, something that you just said that is very, very important. And this is probably the biggest deal breaker that we all miss. When you first get started in this industry, you talk to people, and somebody said this, you talk to people, and there's this inner thing that we have where we're talking to people to get them to say yes, but there's a piece in some of you guys that really don't want the person to say yes because you're scared to move forward. And so Tawana just said something Like, you got to keep dripping and keep dripping and keep talking to folks that you know need what you have. Don't let them run you off your square because they're uninformed or they're scared or they just don't know. You got to keep drilling it till you kill it, because they need the information that you have. It's almost like talking to the uncle or the auntie that's a junkie or alcoholic. They don't know what they need because they just don't know. They don't know that they can get a policy for less than $2 a day. They don't know that they can get a policy without having a medical. You see what I'm saying? They don't know that these things exist. So us as agents who really want it, who really want to be that special agent, don't give up. Keep dripping on your prospects. Because guess what? They will thank you later once they break that threshold. And they will lead you to more people like them who are scared because they're uninformed about life insurance. So Tawan, I want to say, great job. I've watched you grow. You've grown leaps and bounds and broken out of your shell, and not only broken out of your shell, but now you're showing people the way. Like, that's the biggest part of it all. You're leading now. You're taking the lead. Like, me and you don't even talk all the time no more. I don't have to talk to you all the time no more because you're leading now. So I just want to tell you, it doesn't go unnoticed. And guys, that's a part of leadership. You gotta keep dripping and keep dripping. You can't just attempt a shot and the bucket don't go in and then you just walk away. You got to keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting. Because the more you shoot, the better you get. And then the next person you talk to, that conversation is just a little bit more smoother, a little bit more clean, a little bit more dynamic, have a little bit more impact. Y'all see what I'm saying? So Tawana, who you pass? We're gonna do one more. We're gonna pass the ball. We're gonna do one more. Who you passing that ball to?
Just really quickly, I'm glad you thank you for what you said, but I'm glad you said that, because the posturing definitely changed. That you gotta this particular person, I had to come at him differently. I said, it's not about me, it's about you. Now you can keep playing around if you want to. I said, because I'm not gonna keep coming back. This is it. And he finally said, okay, let's sit down. So I'm gonna pass the ball.
Oh, wait, nope. Nope. So let me just explain something to y'all real quick. Tawana that's talking today is not Tawana of yesterday. Like, did you hear when she just said in her natural voice with the passion that you better make some changes or whatever she said? Like, you gotta have that with you, and if you don't have it, you come off sounding artificial. You sound fake. You see what I'm saying? When you're trying to read a script, that's why I tell y'all, we're in a new day and time. Throw them scripts away. Shoot from, you know how they say shoot from the heart? No, I mean shoot from the hip. No, shoot from the heart. If you shoot from the heart and make some mistakes, guess what? It's okay. But if you shoot from the hip and you're sounding like a script, those are bars. If you shoot from the hip, sounding like a script, your money ain't gonna flip. Bars. So
I love it.
So you passed that ball.
You got that. All right. I'm gonna pass the ball to this gentleman that I absolutely adore. He's always bringing that energy. And he was definitely one of the people that used to uplift me when I was just not quite there. So I'm gonna pass the ball to Andre West.
Thank you so much this morning. Tawana, you inspire me. My goodness, this is amazing. All of these folks on here, and I just think back to years past and all of the folks who have come and gone, and those that have reach some successful heights, and they just keep going higher and higher. And like Troy was talking about earlier, that fear of missing out. But it's also surrounded around those fears that keep us from moving forward. So it's just amazing how
we
experience those
we
things.
losing you, Andre.
You know what? Let me
We
go
can hear him,
straight.
Doc. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Andre,
Good.
you got to stay still and put your phone up
I'm
in
gonna
the
do
air like
that.
we used to do a long time
I'm
ago.
gonna do. Let me put it up to my neck. You know how we used to do. But yeah, so those fears just made us stop believing in ourselves, and then that constant fear of what are people going to think? What are people going to think I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get somebody. No. Once you believe and know that you are helping people, all of those fears disappear. All of the how-tos, you don't have to have it all figured out. And some of us are just wired that way. We're the ones who create and build and make cars go and build houses. Look, you have to have people who will do those things for you. However, people need to understand that we are connected to them with our hearts, in our hearts. That $1 million rollover that I'm working on right now that is going to come through is by my brother. Now, why did I hesitate on working with him? Because I'm going to share fear with you. I forgot, I missed something, and my brother did not get his policy paid out because NLG has this clause: if you don't apply for something within 365 days, they won't pay. So we're fighting them right now. He had a stroke last year in March. And I'm just confessing this to everybody right now. It's one of the fears. It's like I missed it. I didn't get him to apply because he had a stroke. Here's why. I didn't know, and I know it sounds like excuses, but I didn't know he had a stroke. He didn't know he had a stroke. They described it as a blood clot. We didn't really find out that it was actually a stroke until later in the year. And by that time, we were all on our way to France and stuff. I just didn't think about it. And right now, my brother wants to retire, but he can't because he'd have to buy a house in Florida while he's working, but they're making him retire earlier than he wants to because of the stroke. So my fear is that I messed up. He didn't get paid, and now he can't retire the way he wants to. Yet I'm still going to be able to work with him because I have the tools, I have the people, I have the systems behind me with Global View Capital, with Experior, with the 1-2-3 system, with the special 4-step system. With all of these things, we are ready to go. And those fears are gone. I got him for the rest of his life. He is going to be well cared for. No matter what happens to me, no matter what happens to him, his family, these systems are going to take care of him and his family for the rest of his life and theirs. Drop the fears. Let's go, everybody. Thanks for letting me share that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for sharing, Andre. But that's what's possible. You know what I mean? With us being the professionals that we are, the whole thing is we just got to keep delivering the message. It's almost like when you wake up every morning, you got to almost look at yourself being like a mailman. How many messages are you going to deliver today? You know what I mean? How many, like, if you really look at it that way, that can simplify your mission. How many messages are you going to deliver today? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing, Andre. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. We're getting ready to transition. I'm getting ready to turn it over to the Index Voice of Inspiration.
Real quick, can I make a cut in real quick?
Yes, sir.
You just said something and just made me think of a training that came to mind. You said we have to be like the mailman. How many messages you going to deliver? But you know what also goes with that mailman? The mailman doesn't care what's in the what's in the letter, what's in the package.
Exactly.
They just
He's just
deliver it.
delivering.
He just delivers it. Everybody got their own individual package. When you get to your house, you worry about what's in the package, but the mailman don't care whether the letter's certified, whether it's a check or whether it's a bill. The mailman delivers the package.
Yes. How
They
many
don't worry.
packages?
Yes.
Like, and Eric, let's package that up and make that a training, because that right there, I mean, it's so simple. All you got to do is deliver mail. It's up
Don't
to
worry.
you. You're gonna
Yeah.
deliver. You're gonna deliver one. Are you the mailman that deliver? Do you got the route where you only got one house on your route, or you delivering the messages? Are you hitting a whole strip of apartment buildings and apartment complexes and skyscrapers? Y'all feel me? Like,
Mm. See, what does the
it's
mailman worry about what's in the package? What does he worry like, oh, I can't deliver that next one because that's a bill. I can't deliver the next one because that's a cutoff notice. What if they worry about what was in the package for the recipient? They would never get their job done.
And guess what? They would never get their job done. And guess what? The recipients would never get the information that they were waiting for.
Mm.
Woo! I hope y'all picking up what we putting down. That's a training. That's a message. So with that being said, thank you, Eric. With that being said, I'm going to give it to the index voice of inspiration so we can transition. So none other than Troy Gandy. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. Let's all come off mute and give Uncle Jock a super round of applause for steering some courageous conversations this morning.
Whoop, whoop,
Thank
whoop.
you,
Thank
Uncle
you.
Jock.
Thank you.
Now you get a chance to lean back. All right, everybody, as we transition now, it's time to go to our next segment of the day.